wildtalkradio.com.
Theme song!
This is the Firefly Funhouse, and I want to introduce you to some very special friends that I've met along the way.
Hey, this is Adam Copeland, a.k.a. the Rated R Superstar.
Hey guys, this is Renee Paquette.
This is Kane from WWE.
This is WWE Superstar Drew McIntyre.
Hello, this is WWE Hall of Famer, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
Hi, this is Bree, and this is Nikki, and we're the Battle Twins.
This is Christopher Daniels, and what I like to do on my off days is listen to The Rack, and now you are too.
And it is awesome.
Satisfaction is guaranteed.
It's time to experience the award-winning The Rack.
Goodness gracious, great balls of fire!
I love kickball.
I'm back, taking souls and digging holes.
I'm gonna break you, bitch, you hear me?
You can look, but you can't touch.
Ruthless aggression.
With your host,
They've been lying to you. Heroes don't exist. Y'all become addicted to the illusion of what a hero does for you. Have I mentioned that I was once addicted to eating sponges?
Lindsey Ward.
Look at me, woman. And you can just call me Taker.
Oh my God, it's Taker. Does Taker hate me? Oh my God, it's Taker.
And she was a wicked, wicked child who spat and swore and chewed tobacco.
I like puppets.
Stickers!
And her producer, Sir Rockin.
My little creatures of the night will now experience the magical art of puppetry.
If you smell what the game is playing.
Live on the Wild Talk Radio Network.
We're here. Yowie wowie!
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to The Rack right here on wildtalkradio.com, brought to you by our friends over at MBG Films. Check them out, mbgfilms.youtube.com/mbg1211. And if you're listening to us over on rackradioshow.com, wildtalkradio.com, or directly on Twitch, thank you so much for tuning in. We greatly appreciate it. If you're on Twitch and you happen to have a Prime Gaming sub available, we can use it here for free for 30 days. All you have to do is hit the little purple button down at the bottom of the screen, and you can subscribe for free. It is that simple. You can also subscribe the regular way, follow the channel, hang out and chat, or listen to the archive. We are happy to have you any way we can get you. I am your host, Lindsey Ward. Joining me, as always, is the ever-faithful producer / co-host, handyman Sir Rockin.
We're here, we're live. It's a Thursday night, and it's 2 days before Summerslam. What?
Just the wall.
Oh, it was the Xbox resetting.
Yeah, it was the Xbox resetting.
Yeah, it was Xbox resetting. I was like, I have it muted. Like, Xbox is muted.
And it just lies.
Yeah, it's like, oh no. So yeah, you can tweet us at Wild Talk Radio, at Rack Radio Show, at Lindsey Ward, come to wildtalkradio.com, rackradioshow.com, or twitch.tv/WTR Live. And the sound you heard is the Xbox, because we're going to be using the Xbox to stream some video game in the background as we talk Summerslam, which is this Saturday live on Peacock at 6 p.m. Eastern. Check your local listings for time availability in your area, because the pre-show starts at 3 Eastern. It's a 3-hour kickoff to SummerSlam.
God, that's so early. So early.
It's so. I think that's noon on the West Coast.
Like, I respect it's a big event and they don't do it for every event, but y'all, I get 2 days off. I don't want to spend like 7 hours watching this show, which is why I guess it's good. It's the pre-show.
It's the pre-show. It's not like in other shows where they have all the matches on the pre-show. This one, you're just gonna get interviews and such, which are really good. But yeah, here we are.
They'll do a great job of hyping up the show and getting people excited for night 1 and night 2. But yeah, like 3 p.m. That's a bit early.
It's a bit early for some, but it's fine. It'll be fine. 3 hours on both days. So 6-hour pre-shows, 4-hour events on both nights, which will be live following SummerSlam Night 1 for the Rack Extra Reviews SummerSlam. Wrestle Talk Radio will be live, talking both nights after night 2. We'll talk night 2 next Thursday. So that's the schedule for what we're doing around here.
So tune in, listen, have fun, engage, because we're happy to have you.
And some housekeeping for what we're doing on the stream tonight. We'll have video game in the background for the first few matches we talk about, because we did half on Sunday. We're going to do the other half now. When it ends, we'll just have the video as normal playing. And all the wheel picks, Brent, will be at the end of the show.
Yeah, I believe we're waiting for him to be here, or reasons. There's a reason why we're doing it at the very end of the show, which is, I believe, the Xbox, actually. Because Rock can't tab out and he won't let me run the wheel. I get to run the 8-ball, though, guys. I get to run the 8-ball. I have been given 8-ball privileges.
Yeah.
He's like, never again. I'm never giving you 8-ball privileges again. Yeah, Rock, why won't you let me run the wheel? Huh? I'm moving up in the world, I am.
Because audio. That's why. Audio.
He needs the audio. Okay. All right. Give Linz the wheel 2025. No, don't give me the wheel for 2025. I will make a hard left turn, and I don't think anybody wants me to do that. Actually, I won't even make a left turn. I'll just pull a U-turn and we'll just go back. We're just gonna hit the reset button on this year. Okay. All right. Anyway, moving on. Let's talk about SummerSlam. Are you ready to go on your end, by the way? Are you good?
Working on it.
Or do we need to stall? He's not answering me, chat. Oh, you do a proper U. I mean, I respect that fully. See, I'm from the South. We just pull a U. That's just what, and it might be a very abstract U, because it might be from a right-hand lane to the opposite left-hand lane, or it just might be a right turn from a left-hand lane. You never know what's going to happen around here, but that's what we do down here. Oh, I hit curves all the time. I've popped so many tires on a curb. It's not funny. My dad questions how I have that talent, and I just tell him I do, and it's fine. And then he yells at me for it, as he should. So while Rock gets that put together and we get ready to go, let's start with night 1 of SummerSlam. And this is a stacked card from top to bottom. Like, there's no really good place to start, because they're all pretty big matches. So I'm just going to kind of start at the top and work my way down. Is that fair? Or skip around?
Just that work.
Okay. Since it doesn't matter, because we're not doing the Simsa match. So to start things off, let's talk about the celebrity match. Let's get that out of the way. Randy Orton and Jelly Roll are taking on Drew McIntyre, presumably if he can get back to the United States, and Logan Paul.
Good news. He is back in the United States.
Oh, thank goodness.
Logan Paul sent him the jet. In story.
Oh.
That's the story we're going with.
That's the story. But he got his problems
he's
resolved,
back.
and he's back.
Yes.
Okay. Good. I'm glad. Because that had to be terribly inconvenient for him. Like, no joke. I'm so sorry that happened to him. Like, I hate that for him. I saw that and I was like, oh no.
So on Sunday, they talked a lot about this match and, the slow usage of celebrity. I think this will turn out a lot better than people expect. Jelly's been down at the PC, working hard, training on any day he can get there. Like they say, he's been living there. He was at NXT this past Tuesday because he was down at the PC. So it's one of those things where I think they're going to have a really good match. I think Logan Paul's done a great job in this build. Yes, we're praising Logan Paul for just 1 second because he's making it all.
I mean, he's a very...
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah.
I was going to say, he is a very good asshole.
But that's not even the point of what I was trying to put him over for. It was he's been selling hard for his moves. He's been making them look like $1 million. So that's more the thing. It's one of those things where I think it's gonna be paced well. I think Logan's gonna work hard to make sure Logan and Drew will make sure Jelly looks really good. And then you got Randy in this match. Come on, he can slap a chin lock on somebody and the crowd will go crazy. He'll be fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun match. I believe the baby faces will, and I believe the baby faces will go over.
Okay. I'm walking into this match with what I feel like are average expectations for a match like this. Like, WWE has established a track record with celebrities coming in and wrestling that they can hang and they can hold their own. Like, we've seen multiple individuals be able to do that with not a lot of training. Bad Bunny didn't get, like, he had what I would consider about what Jelly Roll has gotten, maybe a little bit more. I'm not sure how long he trained for, but he didn't get a lot of time because he was also touring and doing other things in between learning how to wrestle. And Bad Bunny did a really fantastic job. We've seen the evolution of Logan Paul, even though we don't like him. He has turned out to be far better than I think anybody realized he ever could be. So I'm going to give Jelly Roll a chance. I'm going to walk into this with not the highest of expectations, but also not the lowest expectations, because I can honestly respect that he's giving this his all, that he wants to try.
Yeah.
And I don't expect this to be gangbusters. Like, I don't expect him to walk out there and be a 20-year veteran, because he's not. Right? He's just not. He's going to be green as shit, and that's fine. You know what? That's completely fine, because I respect him making the effort and trying and training. And as far as Randy and Drew and Logan go, I fully expect them to carry this match. I don't really expect it to be terribly long, but I think Jelly will get in there. He'll hit his spots. They'll make him look good. He'll make himself look good, and then they'll leave. Yeah, and that's the whole point of this, is just a fun sort of cool down match, and that's all this is supposed to be.
It'll be fun. It'll be fun and exciting. The crowd go wild for Jelly Roll. You would hope. And they get in and get out. They do their business. It'll be 20 minutes, all, with everything combined. Jelly Roll will have his music play, and everyone will have fun. There'll be shenanigans abound. Logan will do something stupid, and in the end, the babyfaces should go over.
Yeah, I'm with Rock on this one. I think Randy and Jelly pick up the win. Like, I don't see a reason for, no offense to Drew and Logan, but I don't see a reason to have them win. Unless this is going to continue on, which I'm going to be honest, I hope it does not.
Jelly's going back on tour after this.
Yeah, so it makes sense to have Jelly and Randy win.
So I'm going Jelly and Randy, RK Roll. You're going RK Roll. This is where you gotta do the thing.
8-ball? RK Roll? The 8-ball says no.
There you go.
All right. The 8-ball. The 8-ball's going different. Okay. Up next we have Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross with Scarlett. It's a singles match, so if Kross wins, Zayn has to say Kross was right. If Zayn wins, Kross must say, I was wrong about Zayn. They're into these stips.
Is that official? Did they officially write that in the stipulation?
I don't know if that's official stip.
No, I don't think
it's Wikipedia, though.
It's what's in Wikipedia. I don't know if that was officially official. Maybe it was. I don't know. But that's funny if it is.
But they have two of them on this show, and they had one not long ago like this.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're big on it right now.
I mean, I guess having stakes that don't involve a title is good, but it feels a little, I don't know, childish.
But that's been his whole point, is wanting to make sure Sami tells him he's, been right this entire time. So having it as a stipulation, which we're checking. Yes, we accept all the cookies. So let me go quickly, because I can't do it on the web, so I never look it up on my phone, like WWE.com on my phone. So I'm doing that. So I got to accept all the cookies.
Remember when you had to go to the network?
I do remember we had to go to the network. For the longest time, I still had the WWE app on my phone, and then I got a new phone.
Do I still have it? I don't know.
I don't have the app anymore.
I think I deleted it.
Yeah, it's not written as an actual stipulation. So
okay,
there we go on that one. But it should be a good match. We've seen them have two good matches, one on Raw, one at Night Champions. So this third and final match should kind of decide it all, and it'll kind of be the way to kind of put a bow on it, and it'll be placed in a spot on the card where, because this is night one, so, and it's full of a lot of big tag matches, so it'll be in between one of the tag matches to kind of even the crowd out, as it were. But it'll be good, it'll be solid, and I think you go with Sami here. because I don't think they're going to turn Sammy heel, so him losing and having to admit that Cross was right is the direction to go. I think there's legs for Sammy as the babyface right now still. So that's where my mind is on it.
I think it depends on what will happen in future events. The question is where does Cross go? Because this is hopefully the conclusion of this. Like, what happens if Cross wins and Sammy's forced to admit that he's right? Does Sammy have to go heel? Or what happens to Cross? Because I feel like, I don't know, like, I've been very vocal in the fact that this feud has not done anything for me. In terms of like watching and enjoying this. So I'm not necessarily invested in this. And it's like, I'm having a hard time seeing where they both go.
So
depending on who wins and who loses.
This is the one outstanding thing that comes out of this. Karrion's contract.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of alluding to.
No one knows his future. Could it be coming up soon? I think it is. Have they re-signed? No one knows yet. I think they're intentionally keeping that a secret until after SummerSlam because they don't want to give it away where, hey, he could be on his way out or he signed, and it plays a factor in what the decision on the match is and what people's expectations for the match is. I don't know if they've re-signed him. He's good. The crowd is hot for him. People are getting a reaction. He's getting a lot of good reactions, selling some merch and stuff. Remember when the crowd was really hot on somebody about 2 months ago?
Mm-hmm.
And got him his job back?
Mm-hmm.
What's he doing now?
Nothing, as far as I know.
He didn't make SummerSlam, huh? He was the middleman in the feud between Aleister Black and Damian Priest. So we'll have to see what happens.
I think they're giving that one a little bit of breathing room too, just to reset the new character and figure out what the new character is going to be for him, because he was R-Truth for so long that I think they have to figure out what Ron Killings is going to be, at least in terms of TV.
I get that, but it's just you wanted him back, but there wasn't big plans for him. That was more the point of it. So if they bring Karrion back, what do they do? And because he's not the biggest, the best wrestler, is not the worst wrestler. I don't know. You have to see what his future entails and what they see for his future.
For him, it's a very psychological character, and he plays it very well. I think what's unfortunate is he got let go, and he got brought back when Hunter took over initially. And then he kind of got caught. He was one of those people that got caught when the changeover in power happened again, and then they kind of sort of just stopped doing stuff with him for a while because they either didn't want to use him or they didn't know what to do with him or what have you. And he, I think, re-signed another contract, and Hunter came back to power, and they sort of put him in that group, that really weird group. It was like him and Scarlett and AOP, and it just didn't take off, at least for me. I think they didn't know what to do with it because it got caught by the Wyatt Six. And the fact that the Wyatt Six and that group were around at the same time, and no offense to everybody involved, but the Wyatt Six just did it better. Like, that's just kind of the truth for me, is in terms of how that all went. Like, the psychological sort of horror type gimmick, the Wyatt Six just pull it off better.
Yeah.
And now you have Karrion on his own because they let AOP go, and he's been doing better because he can stand on his own, he can shine on his own, he can play the character. But it's like who they've been having him work with and how they've been having him do it is a really odd choice, because it reminds me a lot of Bray in the early days, where it's not quite the same, but it's that same sort of like vibe. And it's what I feel like Bray always should have been doing backstage. But for whatever reason, it doesn't work for me with Cross. And I think it's just because the group was what it was, and they were so inconsistent with the group, especially there at the end, that it's like they were hot, they were cold, they were hot, they were cold. You never knew what was really going on with them. You know, they would have gaps, whatever. That I just stopped paying attention to them. Because it's like, well, I'm not going to invest because the company isn't going to invest, basically.
Yeah.
And I think that's where I am with Cross. Like, I like him personally. I think he's a very talented individual. I think he and Scarlett are great together, which they should be because they're married. But I think for me, if he does resign, I would like to see them take him to the next level, because I think he has the capability to at least go to like that lower main event card, because you always need, like, he's a great talker. But I just don't know if they're going to take him there.
No, I don't think they will.
Because he has other projects in the fire that he's doing. Like he has a book coming out, I think, and he's been in some movies or some TV shows. So he has some other irons in the fire in terms of things he could do, and I think things he's eyeing. Yeah. And of course he cut that promo on Twitter where he's like, F this company, F all this, blah, 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 blah. So that throws things up in the air in terms of his contract.
Anyway, I'm going with Sami Zayn.
Yeah, I gotta go Sammy. Like, I like Karrion. I hope he resigns, and I hope they do something with him. But I think at this point there's more invested in Sammy. I gotta go Sammy.
There you go. All right. You gotta do a thing.
I gotta do a thing. Hold on. I gotta do a thing. I was taking a drink. 8-Ball. I copied you. Paste. 8-Ball. Karrion.
Ask again later. So we have to wait like 10 seconds before you can ask the 8-Ball again, because there is a cooldown. And that's why we usually have the wheel. Right. It would kill the time, but I think we've killed the time where you can ask the 8-Ball again.
I did the thing. 8-Ball, Sammy.
Better not tell you. So, we're going to ask the 8-Ball one more time. What do you think, 8-Ball? Will Sami Zayn win? Don't count on it.
Oh, it's going opposite tonight.
So it goes Karrion Kross. All right.
Okay, all right.
What's next?
Let's talk the tag team match for the women's tag team championships. You have the Judgment Day, Raquel and Roxanne, taking on Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss.
Whether it's the Tribune article, whether it's her team with Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair is a babyface now, and that's been hard to do because 5 months ago, heading into WrestleMania, she couldn't get a word out edgewise. She was being booed out of the building. No one wanted to see her have success. They were all tiffy time and all the thing. Now, with her partnership with Alexa, it's taken her out of her comfort zone, and she's doing things that she normally doesn't do as a character. They're doing a whole cheerleader thing with the pom-poms and everything like that. She's kind of embracing the friendship with Alexa Bliss. They're not friends. They're just working together, as it were. But they're becoming friends. You could see it. You could see, like, even when they first started teasing it, there was like all this instant chemistry together. And it's translating well on television, where they have great facial reactions for one another. They kind of bring the best out of each other. And in ring, they really work well together. Mm-hmm. You have Raquel and Roxanne, who have been thrown together because Liv got hurt. They work pretty solid together. They're a really good pairing, which should make for a really good match at SummerSlam between these two teams. Is there more legs in continuing the Raquel and Roxanne story? Yes. But for star power reasons, getting Alexa and Charlotte on both shows as women's tag champs right now, I kind of like to see that for a little bit. Doesn't mean they'll be on both shows all the time, but you have the reason you can get them on both shows. I think there's something to explore there as them sort of working themselves as a tag team. And I kind of want to see that transpire.
I feel like it's a strange choice. I mean, not really, but really, that they've put so much gold back on the Judgment Day. And I'm not sure why they did that, other than because they can. Since they're catching fire, since they're so hot, I don't see a good reason to not put the titles on Charlotte and Alexa and keep them on Raquel and Roxanne, because that could be the beginning of dissension between them. Dom could accidentally cost them, because that was the whole thing. Like, you had Finn sort of trying to break everybody up, and now everything's sort of hunky-dory happy again because they all have titles, right? And Raquel and Roxanne and Dominic have become a really good unit together in terms of a trio. Do you add tension back into that situation by having Raquel and Roxanne lose? Because how far out is Liv?
Months. She's months away.
Months? She's months away? Okay. Like, is there a chance that somebody costs Charlotte and Alexa the titles and they go on and feud with somebody else?
I mean, there's always a chance, but I don't know. I don't know who. But there's always a chance.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, I don't know. Go ahead.
No, just there is always a chance, but I doubt it.
Yeah, I don't foresee that. Like, they have something in Charlotte and Alexa. They know they have something in Charlotte and Alexa. I think you have Roxanne and Raquel lose the titles, and that's really the only thing that's holding them together right now are those titles. And this is where Roxanne can sort of like start to really work her way in, because it's like, well, yeah, you know, we lost the titles, but we can still do this and we can get them back. We just have to work together. Or if it's Dominic, you have that tension build and you can start to begin to like have them fracture and splinter. Or you have Roxanne work her way in more with Dominic. There's a lot of things you could like. I feel like the story is in the Judgment Day and what you can do post loss with them versus like having Charlotte and Alexa lose and having Raquel and Roxanne continue on.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to go with Charlotte and Alexa.
I'm going to go Charlotte and Alexa. This is where you asked the 8-ball.
8-ball? Charlotte and Alexa? No. My goodness.
There you go.
My. We talked about Tiffany Stratton. So let's talk about Tiffany Stratton. It is Tiffy time. We have Tiffy taking on Jade Cargill for the Women's Championship. This is Jade's first opportunity at the title since arriving in WWE. Tiffany has held since WrestleMania.
No, before that. Since January.
Since January.
Since January, when she cashed in Money in the Bank.
That's right. So she's held it a good long time. How do we feel about this?
I think it's going to be a better match than anyone expects.
I'm not worried about the match.
They had a really good match a few months ago, the SmackDown after SummerSlam that didn't come to a conclusion, but they had some really good chemistry working off of each other. Jade's kind of feeling herself right now. She's kind of finding her groove. I think they're going to put the belt on Jade. That's my gut on this one. I think Tiffy's done a great job, but I think she needs motivation again. The character does. So losing the belt and having the motivation to get it back would be good for the character. Because I think the character's kind of stagnant right now, and it needs a little bit of boost, a little new juice added to it, and kind of find itself. Because she's been a heel, and the crowd made her a baby face, and she's kind of trying to play a baby face, but she's a heel. Mm-hmm. So getting the belt off of her can let her just kind of figure out where that character goes. And I think you don't want Jay losing her first big opportunity either. Especially when you attach it to the Queen of the Ring. You kind of want to build that, hey, if you win Queen of the Ring, you have a good chance of becoming the next women's champion. So, yeah, I think the money would be on Jade getting the belt.
I think, like you said, Tiffany has done a fantastic job. This has made her. This has elevated her. This has done everything it can do for her on a first run. And she's had it by this point almost 8-ish months, which is a nice, healthy first run. They've done a lot of work to build Jade up to this point. I feel like if Jade loses this match clean, and even if she has shenanigans, it will do more harm than good, and I think they will have a difficult time building her back up again. They will have to go for another long run to get her ready to go. And that isn't on her. It's just you've built her up to be sort of this unstoppable storm, right? This unstoppable force coming in at Tiffy. She's won Queen of the Ring. She's been putting on really good matches. She's been showing up. She's been doing everything she needs to do. Like, they have built her to be the person that's going to take this title off of Tiffany.
Yeah.
The Money in the Bank is no longer a factor because Naomi cashed in. So we don't have to worry about that. I think it's Jade's match to lose. And so I have to go with Jade on this. It makes sense to me logically that you put the title on her, because they do see her doing big things. They do have her out there doing promo, like stuff. She was like at the Empire State Building, I think this week or today or something, doing promotional work for SummerSlam. So they see something in her. They see a future in her. She got the Maybelline deal. They're putting her out there as one of the faces of the women's division. And so I think they're preparing to pull the trigger on her and elevate her even further. And the way you do that is you put that title on her and you make her the women's champion of SmackDown.
I agree. So
that's because if you don't, like, if Tiffy wins, it's fine, but it hurts Jade tremendously if you do.
Yeah, and it's time for a new champion. So I'm going to go Jade wins.
Yeah. All right, 8-ball. Tiffy? You being difficult tonight, 8-ball. So difficult.
So to give the 8-ball a minute.
Goodness.
So for Brent's sake, Solo and Lyra so far from the video game. Just so we can catch it as he's grabbing this pick. Solo and Lyra. Now ask 8-Ball again.
8-Ball, Jade.
Very doubtful.
Very doubtful. You could have just answered it the first time. Anyway,
it wants to be difficult. What do you expect?
It doesn't have to be difficult. It could just do its job. Like, come on, we got a lot to cover. Moving on. I didn't realize it, but there are 3 tag matches on night 1. 3!
Yeah, and then on night 2, there's 6 tag teams in 1 match.
They just getting the whole damn tag division out. All of them. Speaking of Solo, but not really speaking of Solo, Roman Reigns and Jey Uso taking on the Bronze with Paul Heyman in a regular old tag team match with Seth Rollins MIA, still injured. But a possibility that he could show up.
Well, if he shows up, I would assume it's later. Roman's back for probably a match. And then probably going out filming a movie. Because that's his schedule at this point. It's going to be a good match. Going to get 50,000 people yeeting.
Which will be amazing.
Be fun visual to see. If they didn't steal his shoes on Monday, I would have gone with Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. But they got they came out with the edge. They stole the shoes. They beat him up. Babyfaces need to get their revenge. So yeah, I think Roman and Jay take this one.
See, I'm going the exact.
Because I just think it logically makes sense for the babyfaces to kind of get something in this one.
You and I are going in the opposite direction on this. Because I feel like, no offense to Roman and Jay, the Bronze need this.
Flash 2164 just followed.
Thanks for the follow. Continue.
Thanks for the follow. Just because I feel like they have been struggling a little bit without Seth. Like, they've been doing a really good job in terms of getting, like, being put over. But you can tell without Seth, they're kind of having a bit of a struggle. Paul's doing what he can. The Bronze are doing what they can. Like, Bronson Reed is actually really shining. And I think Braun Breaker is struggling a little bit. And so a win over Roman and Jay would definitely help them. Just sort of like establish them, especially after they, beat up Roman and Jay and stole Roman's shoes. Which that should be, is that a betting item? Will Roman's shoes get stolen again? Let's find out. So I don't know though. Like, I can see you giving it to Roman and Jay, but it feels like easy to give it to Roman and Jay. Like, I could see, but I could also be like, well, Roman and Jay win, and then the Bronze attack Roman afterwards, lay him up, and then they send him out injured, and that's how he goes and shoots his movie, or he just leaves and we don't see him again for 6 months or whatever it is.
I mean, they could do it that way too. I think you would get an angle on Raw to kind of take out Roman again. That's kind of where I see it.
I'm going to go with the Bronze on this.
All right, I'm going to go Jay and Roman.
We diverge, chat.
Which means now you asked 8-Ball.
8-Ball, the Bronze. Nope, it's decisive on that one. Oh, it's me. You hate me. I see what it is. Fickle thing. All right, and your main event of night 1 of SummerSlam will be Gunther and Punk going for the World Heavyweight Championship. They've done a lot of work to get this here.
There was a strong showing on Monday to kind of hard sell it. It's weird. Okay, so everyone's come out and said, and CM Punk's come out and said, him versus Cena's over. Like, they wrapped the bow at Night of Champions, right? Mm-hmm. So you go, okay, since that's officially wrapped up. You look ahead because Brent mentions Crown Jewel. You're going to do the champion versus champion gimmick if that's still what they're doing. So you look at that. Okay, so they're going to do champion versus champion at Crown Jewel. So if CM Punk wins the belt, then is Cody winning the belt? And you do Cody Punk at Crown Jewel? You waste that there? Or does Cena keep the belt and you go Punk Cena? Even though that's kind of finished? Or is it Gunther Cena? So you got to kind of play those odds out. Punk just lost at Night of Champions. He lost to Cena in a title match. So this was his second opportunity at a championship. Does Punk lose back-to-back title shots? I kind of have a hard time believing that he does. Like, that's kind of the thing. But Punk also doesn't need the belt, and you could probably build up to him getting the belt. But also, if you watched WWE Unreal, you know one of the original plans for WrestleMania was Punk winning the Rumble and challenging Gunther for the world title, but Jay got hot, and they kind of pushed it. So is this them re-going with the story they were going to tell months ago and having Punk win the world title? And beating Gunther, because that could also be the thing too. So there's a lot to consider there.
Gunther versus Cena would be intriguing. When is the champion versus champion?
It'd be in 2 months in Perth in October.
You could have Punk pull an upset. You really could.
I mean, you could.
I'm just trying to think about it because Seth is a factor. Even though he's hurt, Seth is a factor because nobody really knows how hurt he is. He's been going around on crutches, but we're not getting a lot of updates on his condition. And that's intentional because they don't want us to know when that Money in the Bank is going to get cashed in, if it gets cashed in. Like, he could be the first that never gets to cash it in. Yeah, I don't see Cena losing on Sunday either, but I think for Punk, it's kind of one of those situations where I feel like he's earned it because you can always put it back on Gunther. Like, this is the thing. You can always put it back on him. You can always have him carry it again. We know he got the title for contractual obligations, and by the grace of God, they did not put it on contractual obligations before he retired.
Or
thank you.
Or here's the thing: did he get it for contractual?
No.
Did he get it for contractual obligations, or did it happen for this match?
It could have happened for this match as well. I'm not ruling that out, but since contractual obligations went first, he gets the blame. I think you could put it on Punk here. I think you sort of like repay that. And then it's like you tease Cena and Punk, right? Because Punk can also lose it at any point. You do it for the moment, right? It's kind of like what you did at WrestleMania, where you have Punk main event WrestleMania, and he lost. But he still achieved his dream of main eventing WrestleMania. That's a moment. And then at SummerSlam, Punk regroups, he comes back, and he wins. And he wins the title at SummerSlam. And it's this big moment because it's his first major title since his return. And everybody's losing their minds because it's the comeback story, right? Even though the comeback is of his own making, it's the comeback story where everything kind of is full circle and Punk is standing at the top of the mountain again. And he doesn't necessarily have to do it for long. Like, realistically, he could hold it for a month and he could lose it again if that's what you want to do. Or you could go back to Punk and Cena, where it's champion versus champion. Because I told you, it's never just once. The last time is not always the last time, y'all.
But to be fair,
to
be fair, they never said it officially was the last time. That was not the promo. That was Randy and John.
That was Randy and John, but the implication is it's the last time. But yeah, you could go back to Cena and Punk, where it's champion versus champion. And you have, because 2 months, again, Seth being the factor, is it puts both champions in the same place, and depending on where John Cena is at in his heeldom, he could be just enough of a dick that he costs CM Punk that title by helping Seth, which then sets a feud off between Punk and Seth, and Cena can be like, nope, I'm out. Peace. Bye. You could do that. You could tell that story, and it would be really perfect.
You could. But
we'll
But we'll see. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see. But I never thought I would say this, but I think I want Punk to win. I like the idea of the story. I like the moment. This is going to close the night. You send the crowd home happy with this, that Punk achieves that, has this great achievement, and the internet loses their mind. Either for the good or the bad, depending on how you look at it. So I'm going to go with Punk.
It's also good to see Gunther not have a title for a while.
Yeah.
Kind of tell a different story. So I'm going Punk. So you asked the 8-ball.
8-ball? Punk? Oh my god, it agreed with this, Rock. We're doomed.
Yes. So do you want to take a break or just want to keep going?
Let's take a break. Let's give everybody a chance to go get some water, go to the bathroom, go do whatever they got to do.
All right. So we'll pause the stimulation there. Go to break. Come back and talk more.
All right. So you're listening to The Rack right here on walltalkradio.com, and we will be right back.
Are you following us on twitch.tv/WTR live? Do you have Amazon Prime? If so, you can link it to your Twitch account and subscribe to our Twitch channel for free with Twitch Prime. It's the easiest way to help support us for free.
This just into the CB Radio News Desk. Sources have confirmed that CB Radio will be live Saturday nights at 11:30 p.m. Eastern.
Wasn't this confirmed last year?
Yes.
Then how is this breaking news?
No one said it was breaking news. We here at the CB Radio News Desk are just confirming what has already been confirmed.
To confirm, you are just confirming that CB Radio is live Saturday nights at 11:30 p.m. Eastern.
Confirmed. We would like to remind you. Always trust the source that confirms that CB Radio is live Saturday nights at 11:30 p.m. Eastern.
Confirmed.
Confirmed.
Every Monday night, once Monday Night Raw ends, the Raw Post Show goes live.
You want to hear a story? Give me a hell yeah.
Join Lindsey and Sir Rockin as they give their opinions on what they liked, what they didn't like, and what left them completely confused. It's the Raw Post Show. Monday nights. Once Monday Night Raw ends. Live on the Wild Talk Radio Network.
And that's the bottom line. Go Stone Cold Simpson.
Like what you hear? Subscribe to The Rack on Apple Podcasts. Just search for The Rack Radio Show. And while you're there, leave us a review and tell us your thoughts on your favorite show on a Thursday night.
Every Sunday night, the evolution continues with Wrestle Talk Radio, giving you all the latest happenings in sports entertainment. With the intern, the producer, the original Tim Stein, and sometimes, a Kate Sheep. It's WTR Sunday night, 10 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Mountain, only on the Wild Talk Radio Network.
Did you know that you can use support a creator code ROCKSOCK in the Fortnite item shop? That's our OCKNSOCK in the Fortnite item shop. Hashtag ad because we are a hashtag epic partner.
Hello, this is WWE Hall of Famer, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, and you're listening to Rack Radio.
Now let's go.
And welcome back to The Rack right here on WildTalkRadio.com, brought to you by our friends over at MBG Films. Check them out, youtube.com/MBG1211. And if you're listening to us over on RackRadioShow.com, WildTalkRadio.com, or directly on Twitch, thank you so much for tuning in. We greatly appreciate it. If you're on Twitch and you happen to have a Prime Gaming sub available, we can use it here for free for 30 days. All you have to do is hit the little purple button down the bottom of the screen and you can subscribe for free. It is that simple. You can also subscribe the regular way, follow the channel, hang out and chat, or listen to the archive. We are happy to have you any way we can get you. And with that, we are back talking about night 2 of SummerSlam. And I say we don't waste any time. We just jump right in. This is another loaded card. You know, they did that intentionally. And I say we just start with all the tag teams. So this match is going to have just serious stupidity in it. You have your champions, the Wyatt Six, Dexter Lumis and Joe Gacy, taking on Andrade and Rey Fenix, DIY, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, Fraxium, Axiom, and Nathan Frazier, the Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, and the Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford, in a 6-pack tables, ladders, and chairs match. We got a throwback. We haven't had one of those in a while. For the Tag Team Championships. And as I said, this will contain epic levels of stupidity just based on who's in it.
So we had a really good 4-way tag team TLC match back in April, right after WrestleMania. So now you're getting it on SummerSlam and adding 2 more teams. So that should be a lot of fun. It is 25 years since the first tables, ladders, and chairs match took place at SummerSlam. It was SummerSlam 2000. So it's been a minute since the match has been invented, and we get to see it on the bigger stage. So hopefully everyone's happy the tag team division is on on SummerSlam, so congrats to them. They're going to go crazy. They're going to do a lot of crazy spots. People will get probably hurt a little bit. But I think at the end of the day, Wyatt 6 retain.
I think they will do everything in their power to make this their own. It's crazy that the first TLC happened 25 years ago. I feel old. But yeah, I don't see a reason to take it off the Wyatt 6, especially since they just returned relatively recently. And they are trying to make them into something. They have promotional stuff that's coming up with like Halloween Horror Nights and other stuff. So you want to make them look as good as possible and as scary as possible. I fully expect Bo and Eric and Nikki to be chilling at ringside watching all the craziness go down. Eric might even catch a few people. We don't know. Nikki might go flying off a ladder. We have no idea what's going to happen in this, but it's going to be crazy. So yeah, I got to go with the Wyatt 6 as well.
I'm going Wyatt 6. You're going Wyatt 6, which means the 8-Ball is going with what?
8-Ball? Wyatt 6? Ooh, it's agreeing with us now. All signs point to yes.
There you go.
In what has been a comical build, but a good one, Dominic Mysterio takes on AJ Styles for the Intercontinental Championship.
So Dominic got the edge after, faking injury 2 weeks ago, and then AJ Styles pinned Dom on Raw. So logically, that would mean Dom retains the belt here, right? I think that's kind of how the logic would go. They're really high on Dom. Would it be cool to see AJ get the belt? Yeah. Because there's talk of them wanting, maybe AJ gets the belt. Because there's talk of they want to put Dom in to hold one of the top belts in AAA. So maybe you don't give 2 belts to Dom. Maybe Dom drops the IC to get that belt. Logic points to Dom winning. Well, I'm going to go AJ. I think AJ takes the belt, surprisingly.
Dom's had it for a while, right? Like a few months?
Since it's been about 2 months. No, he won at WrestleMania. So it's been a couple months. It's 4 months. So he's had a bit of a reign.
He's had a bit of a reign. He had it before because he won it back. He lost it and he won it back. Again, I go back to the fact that you have the odd choice of putting all of the gold in the Judgment Day and condensing it there outside of the world title for Raw. I like Dom as champion. I think he's a good IC champion, but I could see it move. And I could see AJ parading around with it, and Dom has to chase. And the thing is this time, Dom technically has the backup in Raquel and Roxanne, and possibly in the rest of the Judgment Day, but possibly not, right? Because they're all not as tight as they used to be, and this could be part of Finn's master plan. Because Dom loses that title, and well, he's just a chicken nugget loving dude, which is not a bad thing. Without it, like, who is Dominic without the Judgment Day, and who's Dominic without the title? We don't really know, because he's been in the Judgment Day since he left his father. And he's good in the role. He's settled in the role. He's fantastic at it. But it's like, I think maybe you need to like push him a little bit and give him something to chase, give him something to go after, and sort of get rid of that complacency.
It's possible. It's definitely possible. So who are you going with?
I kind of want to see AJ win it, just because I can picture the feud continuing between the two, and Dominic chasing AJ trying to get it back, and AJ kind of gives Dominic his shit back a little bit. So I'm going AJ.
I'm going AJ, which means
8-Ball, Dominic. It says yes. Alrighty, let's talk about Solo Sikoa versus Jacob Fatu for the United States Championship. This was Solo is your champion. He is defending in a steel cage match, which we know will do sweet fuck all to hold everybody out of it. And we'll do very little. Well, it will contain Solo and Jacob because you have to escape to win. But of course, everybody else is going to get involved because that's how this works. They did a surprise on the last pay-per-view where they had Jacob lose the title, which I thought was an interesting call. Nobody expected the Solo win. So how do we feel about this?
I think a lot of the cronies stay out of it. I think it actually does boil down to Jacob and Solo in the cage, and I think Jacob gets his belt back. I think it was a surprise that Solo got it, but I think it sets up for a bigger moment here at SummerSlam for Jacob to get it back. That's where my thinking is. I kind of want to see Jacob move away from Bloodline stuff, and Bloodline moving away from just feuding with Bloodline people, and kind of finding something new.
Yeah.
So Jacob winning and kind of going off to do his own thing, and Solo trying to find himself in the group, doing something else would be fun to see. So I'm going Jacob regains the belt.
I have to think about this because Jacob is hotter with it. Like, is he better with it or is he better without it? Like, can you take him on to greater things without it? And I think maybe you can, because you could potentially be lining Jacob up for bigger and better things.
You could, but
AKA John Cena.
But I don't think he's getting John. I think you don't do that match.
Okay, tell me why.
Because Cena's playing his hits, and that would be a bad match.
But think about it that they build to Cena's very last match, right? And there has to be somebody that recovers the title and takes the title off of him. And everybody expects it to be Cody.
But
everybody thinks it's going to be Cody.
Uh-huh.
What if it's not Cody? What if it's the person that nobody expects to do it? And you use that last match and that win to put somebody over, somebody like Jacob.
I'm gonna be real. As good as that is, Cena can't keep up with Jacob.
He can work slower.
He can't keep up with Jacob.
Look, you could do 5 minutes. Jacob just goes out there, kicks his ass, and takes the title and leaves. Like Cena could just stand there.
I understand this, but he can't keep up with him.
Trying to make people.
I get that, but as good of an idea it is, he can't keep up with him. And it'll be a really bad match because he can't keep up with him.
Maybe. My only thing is I feel like Solo needs the title more because Solo is struggling just a little bit, because the problem is that Solo was the dude coming out of the bloodline. He was the one that was going to get pushed. He was the one that was going to replace Roman. He was supposed to move on to bigger and better things. And then Jacob Fatu's ass rolled up to WWE and he went, nah. And he took that spot right out from under Solo Sikoa. And Jacob has just caught fire, and rightfully so. And he's destined for great things. Solo, I think, still has a chance. And I think he needs that title more, because Jacob can just move on, right? Especially if Solo beats him clean. Jacob just is like, okay, fine, F it. And he goes on to do whatever he's going to do. Whether it's figure it out, whether it's continue to fight the bloodline, even though that's what none of us want, or, what have you. I don't know. I just don't see the title moving. I don't see it going back to Jacob. I'm going with Solo.
All right, then go Solo. That works. You're going Solo. I'm going to go Jacob Fatu, which means you got to ask 8-Ball a very important question.
8-Ball, Solo. Oh God, it agreed with me. I'm doomed. All right. Oh, this is going to be a fun one. The triple threat for the Women's World Championship. Naomi, your brand new crowned women's champion, taking on Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. This could be a match of the night contender. This is going to be really good.
This could be a match of the night contender for sure. 100%. I think it'll be the second best match of the weekend. I think Becky and Lyra are going to have the best match of the entire weekend. Yeah, I think this was going to be really good. But Naomi just got the belt. So it's kind of, do you take it off her that quick? I don't think you're taking it off her that quick. I think they're going to have a hell of a match. I think they're going to try to go out and steal this show. And, I think Naomi keeps it.
As much as I love Io and as much as I love Rhea, there is literally zero reason to take the title off of Naomi. You just put it on her. Just did it at the last pay-per-view. You had a fantastic win for her, a great moment for her. She has earned this. I don't see a reason for her to lose it.
Yeah.
I think you give her a very strong, definitive victory here, and you move her on, and you move Rhea and Io on. Because here's the thing, both Io and Rhea can challenge at any point in the future, but Naomi needs to carry the title for a while. So yeah, I'm going Naomi.
Yeah, because you'll do Naomi and Stephanie McCare at Clash in Paris at the end of the month.
Yeah.
That's kind of where you should go on that one.
Yep. So 8-Ball. Naomi. Oh wait, that's not the wrong button. That's the right button. Don't count on it. Okay. As we wait for it to reset. Awkwardness. 8-Ball. Io? Very doubtful. So the 8-Ball likes Rhea. Do you make it official?
You have to make it official because you see we gotta make sure it's correct, or you gotta go back around.
We can't just do process of elimination. That would be so much easier.
Nope, that's not how we do things here. You gotta get a definitive winner. So we ask the 8-Ball again. Rhea Ripley.
8-Ball. Wrestler 2? Most likely. I could have done Wrestler 3.
You could have, but you already asked Wrestler 3.
Wrestler 3 is sacred. All right, so the 8 Ball says Rhea Ripley is going to win that title back. We'll see. Speaking of the other potential match of the night, we have Becky Lynch, your champion, taking on Lyra Valkyria in a no DQ, no countout last chance match for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. If Lynch wins, Valkyria can no longer challenge for the title for as long as Lynch is champion.
This should be really good. I really think this is going to be one of the show-stealing matches of the entire weekend. But we've been talking for months. The end goal should be Lyra gets the belt back. And I think Lyra gets the belt back here over Becky. Becky's had a solid run with it, but the main goal is to build new people. And you've put Lyra back on the chase after winning the belt back in January, being the first ever champion. She chased it coming out of Backlash when she lost it. She's been chasing it since. Mm-hmm. So now it's time. No, she retained it at Backlash. She lost to them on it back. This is her chance to get it back. I think that's the smart move. I think that's what the story dictates. And yeah, I think Becky loses the belt and Lyra gets it.
I think Lyra's had the good chase. I think it's done what it's needed to do. For her especially, she's held her own in this feud. She has proven herself in this feud. It's been fantastic. But I think in the end, Lyra needs to win. She needs to get her title back, and she can move on stronger because you can have her challenge Bayley. You can have Bayley and Becky fight for a little while. You do have options for her coming out of this. But ultimately, yeah, I agree. Lyra should win and walk away from SummerSlam with the title.
Easy peasy. I'm going Lyra. You're going
Lyra. 8 Ball? Lyra? Most likely. We're doomed. And in your final contest of the evening, you have John Cena, your champion, taking on Cody Rhodes in a street fight for the undisputed WWE Championship. I'm surprised Cena's doing a street fight, but good for him.
I mean, at this point, you need all the bells and whistles you can get with him. So
he's like, we're just doing all the stupid matches.
We'll have some bells and whistles to kind of get us through the match, kind of do all the shenanigans. Because he kind of needs at this point, and kind of based off of the match at WrestleMania, they kind of need a little bit of help. And there will be no Travis Scott in this one because they've had a falling out. So good for them. We talked about it earlier. It's what do you see as the future? All right. I don't know if Cody needs the belt back here. I know he's also supposed to go film a movie here soon. So do you put the belt on him? And then he goes away for a few weeks. I don't know if that's what you do. I think there's legs still with Cena with the belt. I think Cena holding on and going till the end of the year with the belt is the right story. Cody doesn't need it yet. He doesn't need his belt back yet. Even though the video game just said it, I don't think Cody needs the belt back yet. So I think Cena comes out on top still as champion. I think Randy Orton has a little bit of business to deal with it. RKO and Cody Rhodes. That's my call.
This is going to sound very wrong to say. I don't want Cody to get the belt back yet, which I never thought I would say in terms of Cody versus Cena. Because I think it shouldn't be that easy, especially considering this is John's final run. And he should really be unstoppable. No matter what he does, he should be untouchable, right? Because he's John fucking Cena. That's what he does. It's LOL Cena wins. And I think the crowds are beginning to appreciate what Cena is doing to the point that he's turning them back in his favor. And people are beginning to like what he's doing, and they like this version of John Cena. Even though everybody bitched about it when it first started, now y'all are starting to like it. Get on the train. Anyway. But I just don't foresee beating John Cena that easily. Now, they could pull a shocker on us, right? And they could have Cody win. Or you could have Seth's mysterious injury clear up and he could come out and cash in. That is a distinct possibility that happens in this match. And Seth snatches it from both of them, which he's very good at doing. Do I see that happening? No, I don't. I think Seth is a lot more injured, especially since it is his knee, than we give him credit for, because we know his knees are kind of fucked. Both of them. He blew out one a couple years ago. He's had problems with them since.
I don't foresee them rushing him back unless it's just really not that serious. So you can, and like you, to your point, you could use Randy against Cody. You could use a couple other people against Cody. You could have a final boss appearance here, where The Rock just randomly shows up and reminds us of, oh, hey, by the way, John Cena sold his soul to me. Here I am. Da-da! And he costs Cody Rhodes. Now, the flip side to that is that Cody Rhodes sells his soul to The Rock, and he takes Cena's title away from him.
Yeah, I don't see that happening.
I don't see that happening, but it is a possibility. With no Travis Scott, that's fine.
So I'm going Cena, you're going...
LOL, Cena wins. You close the night with John Cena standing tall.
All right, ask the 8-ball.
8-ball? Cena? You really gonna be a bitch. On the very last match, you just really gonna be a bitch. Before we go to your cousin, who has to do all 12 matches in a shot, you really gonna be a bitch about this. Okay, fine. 8-ball? Cody? It's a Cody fan. That's what it is. So there we go. Cody Rhodes to take home the title according to the 8-ball. So you have Wheel of Fun. Go forth.
All right, so first, this is going to be the tag team title match. The 6-way tag team title match. Wheel.
Okay.
3.
So that one with the number 3 on that one. All right, so that one's out of the way. DIY. All right, Dominic and AJ.
Wrestler 1.
Dominic.
That would be Dominic. What's the next one for Sunday?
Do you have it open, or do you need me to tell you?
Just keep going up on Sunday.
Okay.
What's the next one?
Oh, Solo versus Jacob.
So I don't have to keep clicking through tabs.
Ah.
Wrestler 1.
Solo.
What's next?
We have Becky versus Lyra.
Wrestler 2.
Lyra.
Naomi versus Rhea versus Io.
Wrestler 1.
Naomi.
This would be for the...
John.
Wrestler
John
3.
Cody.
That one gave Wrestler 3, so we respin on that one.
Random Wrestler 3!
Wrestler 2.
Cody.
All
right, night 1.
Sammy versus Carrion. No, not you.
Wrestler 2.
That's Carrion.
Roman and Jay versus the Bronze.
Wrestler 1.
Baby
Roman
faces.
and Jay.
Next match.
The Judgment Day versus Charlotte and Alexa.
Wrestler 2.
Charlotte and Alexa.
This would be...
Gunther and Punk.
Wrestler 1.
Gunther.
And that was on the line.
Damn. It's undecided. Randy and Jelly Roll versus Drew and Logan.
Wrestler 2.
All right, Drew and Logan. And lastly, Tiffy and Jade.
Wrestler 1.
Tiffy. There you go. That's our Wheel of Fun.
And I think Dominic for the Sims brand. So he has everything. I think that's everything. And Cody. Cody won at the end. So I think that's all the housekeeping.
So much housekeeping.
But we're done.
We're done, so you got stuff to plug, so plug away.
We're back at it this Saturday. Whenever SummerSlam ends, we'll be live to talk all things SummerSlam. Sunday night, whenever SummerSlam ends, we'll be there for Wrestle Talk Radio to talk all things SummerSlam, the full show. Monday night's Raw post show, whenever Raw ends. Very definitive times, I know. Whenever Raw ends, around 10:30, we'll talk all the things Monday Night Raw. We'll be back next Thursday, officially at 10 p.m. Eastern, to talk Night 2 of SummerSlam. It's Rack Radio Show on all social media platforms, wherever you get your podcasts, so search the Rack Radio Show. It's at Wild Talk Radio. It's Facebook.com/Wild Talk Radio Network Chat. If you have Amazon Prime, link it to your Twitch account. It's called Prime Gaming. Support the channel by clicking the purple rectangular button below the screen. You can use credit code Rockin' or
Lindsey M. Ward
in the Fortnite item shop or Epic Games Store. Why?
Because we are #Epic Partners. You can follow me on most of the social medias at Lindsey Ward, LNSWD. You can check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/Lindsey Ward. You can follow me on YouTube, youtube.com/@SummerLindsWard, and you can follow me on TikTok at LindsWard0. And while you're liking and subscribing and following and doing all the things, head over to Matt's channel, MBG Films, youtube.com/MBG1211. Go like his content, subscribe to his content, and tell him we said hi, because Matt is awesome people. So for Rock, I'm Lindsey Ward. You've been listening to The Rack right here on WildTalkRadio.com, and we will see you on Saturday for Night 1 of SummerSlam. Till then, bye.
Every bone, I'll die alone, but not for pleasure. I see my heart explode. It's been eroded by the weather here. If you want me, hold me back. Frail, the skin is dry and pale. The pain will never fail.
WildTalkRadio.com.